Al Graham for the new Coronado Clarion video edition. I'm visiting with my plants today that I put in this in these 3 receptacles yesterday, and they are looking well. That means someone out of here, out of spite, hasn't come out and poisoned them. At least I don't think they have yet. But they're looking very healthy. I water them every day. I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe. I told my friend my wrath did go. Anyway, my plants are looking beautiful and happy. That means no one's tried to poison them yet or put cigarette butts in. So we keep on keeping on every day. The the Coronado Beautification Commission, which I am head of, Glenn and I and a few others along the block have taken to cleaning up the mess. Like, here it goes again, beginning early in the day. And some people don't think it's their responsibility to clean it up, but it is. Even if it's not a sense of civic mindedness, you should. But some people won't. So there's one malcontent at the pizza place. This fellow here, the little Vietnamese fellow, said, I don't fix my place up because he raised my rent. Well, he raised his rent nominally over the years, and anywhere else, if it was Klieg, who owns that whole block down there by Henry, he'd triple and double your rents in a heartbeat, and he's done it. He's bound and determined to get rid of the small business in this community. Not if we have anything to do with it. Anyway, we fixed up all the benches. They're lovely. Old Glory's flying. Now this woman, another malcontent, we painted it up, we fixed it up, and she came and found an excuse because a handicapped fellow I'd hired, he dropped a few bits of paint on the... Oh, she went nuts. You scraped my paint, don't paint that white. Is that what you did? And so I asked her, well, I'll put in some nice plants for you. And she said, no, I don't want anything to do with your work. I don't like it. And I said, okay, fine. I left the plant in anyway. It cost me $20. Next thing I know, she ripped it out. And I come to complain. She said, it died. It did not die. So instead, she put in these ugly Cecil B. DeMille kind of movie set props. They're not real. Look, they're horrible. They're dead horrible. And besides, they are disproportionate. This silly woman, a big bench like that, but they look like, what shall I say, twisted phallic symbols. Very silly. Anyway, we'll give her a good rollicking and a good bollocking and say, look, I boycott this place anyway because it's the only one in town for dog stuff and they overcharge. And this lady, she is a bit over the edge. I offered her to, let me paint the whole, no, I don't want you to paint it. I said, okay, well, don't paint it for free then. No, I don't want it. Okay, good. Well, next day, somebody came and measured for an awning, and she got a professional painter, and they painted it. It looks very nice, but it cost her 50 times more than if she'd have let us volunteer and do it. But she's friends with the pizza guy, and they all gang together. The real hero on the block is Glenn. Glenn at Ace Hardware. He's determined as I am. And he and I would get up at 5 in the morning and we would go to work. We're cleaning the sidewalks, including his filthy pizza place. And we got nothing but abuse. Told Glenn, he told this man here who's been in the community for ever, doing good deeds, plumbing for people, but also giving them a great break. He gives you a great discount in his store. He's a real man. And he doesn't, what shall I say, pull his punches either. This store's been around here since 1946, and he's been around here maybe 2 years later. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, I'm standing with my back to the wind, so it's noisy. We've begun a process. The city council is cooperating, and we are all on the same page now. I fixed this little place up. It was dirty old paint, and I put some tiles in there for them, and they're very nice. Every time I go in there for some equipment, they give me a discount. It's kind of like paying back. Hi, lads.
Yeah. I just finished.
So there you have it. Al Graham for the new edition of the Coronado Clarion on video. And there's one more malcontent down here that we we'll figure in Clayton's. There's also a bit of a little shitbag in there. His name is Mr. Sweet. What a contradiction in terms. He's a little gougy bastard, and he claims like he's a big supporter of the SEAL team. He could give a shit about the SEAL team. All he wants is the people to go to his bar and drink overpriced drinks, and it's become a kind of like a SEAL team barber. It's kind of a disgrace because he's got a friend of mine on the wall there, Charlie Keating. You all know him, and he kind of co-opted the charity. Said, I'm a big supporter. He never gave a goddamn nickel. All he did was take and pretend. He was a hattie. He was a CPAC hat, believe it or not. And anyway, someone says, you're going to get sued for what? For libel. So I'll tell you what, I'll just give you the whole $14 fucking now, because that's all I am. I'm a charity, and sue me all you want. In fact, I'd love to drag you into court and explain the evidence that I just laid out. Hypocrite bastards. But I don't mean that in a good way.